Hello again, my dear audience. I hope everybody's fine. Today I want to continue the adventurous journey of Princess Flexhair. She rubbed her eyes while looking from one to the other boys and asked where she was and who they were. So Hieronymus and Redhead introduced themselves to the little princess and reported on the adventurous rescue. I thank you so much for having rescued me from the clutches of the witch and the monster. Now all we have to do is to cross over the ocean. I'm sure my parents had put the royal court in alarm. Oh my God, my poor mother. I'm convinced she was worried about me being disappeared for all the time. How long was I in deep sleep? All I can remember was when it had taken me down to the underworld, and then I probably fainted. I did not notice the green dragon as I was so scared. Oh, that was a nightmare. The Forbidden Tower is indeed very, very dangerous, and nobody shall ever go there. I was too curious and I didn't expect to be caught. I have to admit I acted silly, and no wonder my parents could be angry. For sure I have to stay in my room for a while. This and a lot more came out of the little girl's chatterbox. Cool down, Flexhair. We are glad we found you. Without the help of the magician Druidos, we wouldn't have succeeded. We didn't even properly thank him for this help. As quickly as he appeared, he disappeared, out of the blue, back to nothing, just gone. Let's run into the grotto. Quick, quick, the boat is there, and we will row over the sea and look for our harbor. It cannot be very far away from here, Hieronymus said. Then all three kids jumped into the boats. Flexhair sat in the back, and each of the two boys took an oar in their hand, and the boat trip could begin. The small boat rocked restlessly over the sea. A light breeze came over the ocean. It immediately changed into a storm and it began to rain. There you see the children on the boat. They were freezing while the dark set in. By this, it became quite difficult for them to see the silhouette of the coast. At least they could recognize a lighthouse. I hope we can enter our harbor, Flexer shouted from the back. It's storming at the moment. We have to row against the flow, Redhot screamed towards the princess through the storm. The three young boat passengers were completely wet down to their shirts. The raindrops as well ran down their cheeks. Their wet hair lay on their forehead, so they had again and again to keep brushing it away. It was extremely hard for the boys to keep the boat on course. Strong wind made it difficult, as well as huge waves had wasted water inside the boat. Under these highly dangerous circumstances, they were forced to immediately react. This desperate emergency situation almost took their last energy and breath away. The brave boys scooped the threatening water out of the boat with their hands. They found themselves exposed to great danger on their boat, which could sink within minutes. Why the hell are we once again facing such an exhausting adventure? They asked themselves. At that very moment, a huge eagle owl circled above them. Oh my God. It seemed to observe them and suddenly flew away. The little princess asked herself by remembering such a huge eagle owl from the Forbidden Tower if that was one of the same. She was scared as this huge bird could take humans and fly away with them. She hoped it would not return again. They had to row home as quick as possible. At least they approached the coast and the storm subsided. They could see the first lights of the safe harbor. When they arrived there, the harbor master received them and asked for the document, which they couldn't submit to him. That's it for today, my friends and my new community, children and adults. I hope you enjoyed it so far, and let's see another time. Enjoy the day and stay safe. Bye.